guest today is Sensei Joe Pazzaglia. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Great to talk with you. And I understand you have an inspiring story of the martial arts spirit.
Yeah, I was back in 1999. I was about to take my black belt test, and I was approximately about 10 minutes into my test where I started to experience some significant chest pain. And I didn't realize at the time what it was, but later on, about 2.5 hours later, I found out I was suffering a massive heart attack.
All right, so 10 minutes into your black belt test, you started massive pain.
Correct.
But you can't quit.
No, it's one of those things that you've waited for so long that that just wasn't an option.
Now, did they notice anything wrong with you? Were you moving differently, or I mean, you had to be sweating and looking pale?
Yeah, I started to get pale. I actually, at one point, approximately 60 to 90 minutes into the test, was actually using my left arm to move my right arm to help me get through the test. But yeah, that was very, very noticeable. But like I said, I was asked numerous times throughout the test if I wanted to give up, and like I said, that just wasn't an option at the time.
All right, and so you, 2.5 hour test.
2.5 hours later, I completed the test. I finished the test, and at which point I realized then I really needed to go and do something. So
They called the ambulance?
Actually, no, I took myself to the hospital.
You drove yourself to the hospital?
I drove myself to the hospital, yep. And when we arrived at the hospital, there happened to be 3 nurses that were walking out of the hospital at that point, and I grabbed them and asked them to go get me help, and that's when they took me in, and things kind of snowballed from there.
And how long did it take them to figure out what had happened to you?
Actually, when I got there, it took all about maybe 20 minutes to figure out what was actually going on. I was only 29 years old at the time, so they weren't uncertain of what actually was happening at the time. They didn't believe that initially that it was going to be a massive heart attack. And so about 20 minutes later, they realized what it was. But I remember like yesterday, coincidentally or ironically, the lady said to me, well, you didn't have a heart attack, you're still having it. And at that point, it was still 3.5, probably 4 hours after I started.
Continuously?
It was continuous, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then of course, they took care of you, you got better?
Yeah, they did take care of me. I mean, I still struggle with it. It's still a battle that I have to deal with day to day, you know.
And you've cleaned up, I guess, your diet, and you still exercise regularly?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this was my, passion. It's something I wanted to do. Been doing it for over 30 years now. And yeah, I mean, diet was a big part of it, and exercise. But a lot of my strength came from the martial arts. I've had 3 more episodes since then, and the last one was last June, which was also pretty significant.
All right, and so you literally could have died during your black belt test.
Oh, absolutely.
But you're still kicking, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to what do you credit that?
Absolutely. I mean, the possibility of not making it was very, very real. Like I said, although I didn't realize it at the time. But my strength came from what I believe is three primary things: my faith, my family, and my belief in the martial arts. I truly believe, those 3 things are what saved me.
All right, so if you've got a little ache and pain, you've been thinking about maybe giving up the martial arts for some reason, this is serious. I mean,
Right.
Serious as a heart attack. You can survive it, you can overcome it with the spirit of the martial arts. Thank
No
you,
more
sir.
belly aching about push-ups.
No more belly aching. All right, sir, thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.